Are you ready to head back? Thanks again for all your help. There's nothing so exciting as bringing people on a great adventure. Just let me know if you need another lift to the mountaintop, pal.
take in new visitors. There's been an incident. But with the storm, well, I'll give you the room we all plan to give the detective. We're just about full otherwise. There's been a theft in one of the rooms. The police are on their way now, though it might take a while. Don't worry though, the thief wouldn't dare strike again. Some sort of important book. Real valuable, I guess, by the way Mr. Historian is reacting. I don't claim to understand what it does. I just know we can't have any thieves making an escape. We've got all kind of weirdos here. It could be just about any one of them. They're all exhausting me. Most of the guests are napping right now, though, so it's nice and quiet for the moment. Look, since we've got this shady business going on here, I'm not going to charge you. You can have a room upstairs, first door on your right. At any rate, it looks like you don't have much choice but to stay. The storm is raging out there. My great-great-grandparents built it as a waypoint for expeditions north, and for folks building windmills on the T4 bluffs. It's well past its glory days. I can't imagine this situation is going to do much to boost its reputation. Not exactly. Well, there was this university student. Strange thing. She arrived around noon, coming from Narva. A few hours later, the historian arrived, followed by Helena and that businessman, Vadim. The student went off to her room. Figured she wanted an early start in the morning. But then she came out a little after sunset, bags all packed, telling me she had to leave and take care of an emergency. I felt bad for her having to leave in the night like that.
So you finally made it, Detective. I was hoping you'd be delayed, so we could have more excitement. Well, of course. My sister Belinda dragged me here all of a sudden for a quiet retreat. But I don't much like quietly retreating. I'd rather have the suspense of a conniving thief in our midst. No, I'm trapped in this bed. There's nothing at all to see here. But I did hear a young girl pacing outside my door before the theft. She seemed very flustered. I called her inside and we talked a bit about books. She was a student at the university. Suddenly she said she needed to go. What a sad girl.
I'm Amir. You are going to crack this case, right? My girlfriend and I were supposed to play a show tonight. Oh, this is horrible. I don't know if this will help, but there was someone down on the beach late last night. I couldn't sleep, so I was looking out of my window at the lake, searching for inspiration. But yeah, someone was down there. Just past the innkeeper's counter. You can go in, the door's unlocked. We figured since we don't have any interesting books, we're probably safe from the thief. I couldn't tell. They seemed like they might be tall, maybe, but certainly mysterious. They're a point of controversy around here. Some people want them open to the public, and some people think they're a sacred space. I understand that the ancient people wouldn't have wanted us to disturb their tomb, but it would have been pretty neat to play a show in there.
Hello, Detective. My name's Belinda, and I'm an open book, I tell you. Any questions you have, I'm completely ready to answer. I don't have a single thing to hide. The only suspicious thing I've seen is that historian. He's been running into our rooms, snatching up our things and dragging them around for others to inspect. It makes you wonder if he isn't trying to cover something up. My sister and I are taking a relaxing vacation. She hardly gets out of the house anymore, and I thought the fresh air out here would do her some good. Knees, thighs, toes, a continual upset stomach. Old age, you might say. I have. It seems that Miss Helena is unwell. I've seen her looking very sick and tired as she moves about the inn. You'll see. Something's wrong with her. Well, who knows, really? We can't get in there to find out. But it's nice to dream. My sister loved hiking and traveling more than anything. Now she can only travel in her books.
Who are you? You don't look like the authorities. Another suspect. When did you get here? Oh, sure. Well, watch yourself. There's a thief on the loose, and no one's even trying to catch them. I have my guesses, but it's too soon to say for sure. In my translation book, it contains runes that would allow me to enter and learn more about the Tiefmoor ruins. It's highly sensitive and confidential information. I was on my way to the ruins when the thief made their move. Very few people know about the translation book. Someone must have been following me. And the authorities. Delayed by a boating mishap. At this rate, the thief is going to slip away in the night.
Are you the authorities? Do you paint the crime scene to help find clues? Okay, well, my boyfriend and I really need to get off this lake. We're supposed to be playing a show in Narva tonight, but the innkeeper won't let anyone leave. It's so frustrating. We've never played anywhere important, and the one chance we get, this has to happen. It's such a bad situation. The indigenous people just want the land to stay sacred. All they ask is that no one goes in the ruins. But the university is constantly sending people over to investigate. They want to extract the artifacts. And there's this new law that says if the scientists can't find any ancient relics in the ruins, then the ruins aren't historically important, and so don't get any protections. That means the sacred space could be dishonored by random hikers. I mean, of course, the scientists won't find any relics. They aren't even allowed inside. So, the land is really in peril right now. It's just a mess. A book was stolen. It must contain the meaning of life, because I can't see any other reason it would be such a big deal. We got here yesterday afternoon. We ate dinner, played some music, and went to bed. I heard some scuffling in the middle of the night, but I just thought it was rats. Ugh, they're everywhere. Just hurry up and find the criminal, okay?
Making great strides, Detective. I know you'll have this sorted out in no time. Oh, right. Well, anyway, I'm sure you'll find the culprit. As soon as the criminal still hasn't been found, I've taken the liberty of locking everyone's boat ashore. Shouldn't be travelling in the storm anyway. Why don't you take these keys and continue investigation of the suspects in their rooms? Just about everyone in this area has an opinion on them. Indigenous people think no one should even look at them. Most everyone else just wants to see what's inside. I had a pal who snuck inside when we were kids. She wouldn't tell me what she saw in there though. Kinda doubt she actually did it.
Good. You've finally arrived to sort this out. Check through my suitcase and I'll be on my way, detective. Good gods, this is truly obscene. The historian likely dropped the book in the lake himself. You've seen how his hands shake. And now he's trying to frame one of us. A wasted opportunity at the moment. Who doesn't love the idea of visiting a tomb thousands of years old? Who wouldn't love the sense of discovery and heritage? Who wouldn't pay dozens and dozens of glowstones for that kind of experience? I'm going to bring that dream to life. I promise you that. That historian! He's a madman! He tore through our rooms this morning, screaming about his wretched book.
You don't look like any detective I've ever seen. I won't be answering your questions. You don't look like any detective I've ever seen. I won't be answering your questions. I don't think you're a real detective at all. Yes, I have. Those musicians have been desperate to get out of here since the moment the book went missing. They've been singing all kinds of obnoxious songs about this situation. Annoying fiends. Those ruins mean everything to me. All I've ever wanted is to preserve that sacred ground. That's an old poem from the native people on the Teefmore Bluffs. I keep it with me as a reminder to always be thankful.
Have you any progress? A wasted opportunity. Who wouldn't pay?
Just hurry up and find the criminal, okay?
Hello again, Detective. What's the dirt?
Hi. I'm not really sure what's going on. Oh my god. What happened? Oh, right. There was an emergency, but don't worry, everything's okay now. Of course. Those halls belong to my ancestors, and my aunt lives on the property. I mean, for now, she's probably going to have to sell it. Oh, are you sure it's necessary? Okay, it's just on the ground.
Aha, good news. The real detective has arrived.
Can I help? Okay, you caught me, alright? I know how to get into the ruins and I've been going in there for years. Is that what you want to know? So yes, it was me. Translation book? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, gosh. I thought you were looking for a trespasser. Everyone, except my aunt and my parents who think the ruins need to stay empty for our old spirits. But there aren't any spirits. I've been in there 100 times. I didn't steal them. They belong to my ancestors. I just wanted to bring home one last reminder of the ruins. I was hoping to defend them like my aunt always has.
Did you figure it out yet?
Ask me anything you want, Detective.
Are you the impromptu detective? Sorry it took me so long to get here. The innkeeper just filled me in on the situation. It seems like you've been doing good work here. Do you have a prime suspect? Really? That's very interesting. Let me have a look around and see if I can confirm your suspicions. Looks like you're well on your way to becoming a full-fledged detective. Certainly nice to have someone else carry out the interrogations. Sad story this is. Looks like Helena was hoping to sell off the land to the tourist industry. Worth quite a lot of money. Says she was trying to take a final look inside the ruins. That's why she needed the book. Must have been having second thoughts about selling the land. Unfortunately for her, we've now got solid evidence that the ruins are filled with ancient relics. No chance of selling the property now. Ownership will most likely default to university. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't reward you for your work. Please, accept these glowstones I'm authorized to award good Samaritans like yourself. And I believe my work here is just about done. And I believe my work here is just about done.
I didn't expect things to happen so quickly. I guess the ruins aren't ours anymore. I'm glad the university will be studying them. I've always wondered about everything I saw in there. Poor Auntie H. I wish she could see inside. She must have been really desperate to end up taking that book.
So, you actually weren't the detective after all. I just had to see if there was anything in the ruins. All my life I've believed there's nothing but spirits in there. I've started to see that no one else believes that. I can't afford for the land to go to science. Science doesn't pay. But my heart couldn't afford for the ruins to be opened as a tourist location. I just thought the translation book might hold some answers for me. Might help me solve this puzzle. Vadim made an offer on the land. He suggested running his own excavation for sacred objects, but really I knew he would do everything possible to destroy what he found. I took the book and planned to sneak inside the ruins. Just take a peek. I wouldn't have destroyed anything, and if I found something, I would have reported it to the university right away. Now, the ruins will be opened to the university. We'll just have to see what happens.
Thanks for working on this case, Detective. We were worried we'd be trapped here forever.
Well, I thought Helena was acting strange. Guess you can always count on me, Detective. Who knows? Maybe they will find some cures in the ruins. That would really be something.
I can't say I'm pleased the case was cracked. I was quite enjoying the excitement. Back to dreary days in bed, I suppose.
Oh well, I'm happy to hear there's something of interest in those ruins. Well, I guess Vadim won't want to buy my inn anymore, but maybe he'll get more interest now anyway. Who knows, I just might convert one of these rooms into a ruins museum.
It's too bad the ruins are going to be swept up by the university. Wasted opportunity. The entire island would have profited from the tourism. All in the name of science, I suppose.